At the end of Event 11, Team Galactic was 11th in the standings, unable to win the Marble League and unable to podium. A top half finish was very possible, but the last event was an individual event, and they haven't been good at those all year. Well, except for one marble. And this one marble was the true star of Team Galactic. She was definitely the right choice for this race, and she crafted one of the greatest moments in Marble League history. Welcome to the story of Starry's amazing Sand Marble Rally win. Going into the final event, there wasn't much focus on Team Galactic. It was all on the Savage Speeders and O'Rangers. The latter had a chance to win the Marble League and arguably one of the greatest comebacks ever. So obviously, that was a more compelling story than Team Galactic's whole season. Like I said previously, Team Galactic was eliminated from championship contention and podium contention after the penultimate event. But how did this happen? Well, it's mainly because of their start to the year. The first two events, they placed 16th and 15th, meaning they only scored 1 point after two events. That'll definitely bring you down. They would slightly improve and get an 8th and 10th place position in the next two events. Then came the hurdles. Starry would be the one competing here, and there was some hype about her presence on the racetrack, as she's only gotten top 4 finishes so far in her career. And she would end up continuing that streak, as she won the gold medal in the hurdles.
They usually do. Can Savage Speeders fight back? What do O'Rangers have? They might challenge for second. No, they're not going to. Galactic's going to hold on.
It was Team Galactic's first ever gold in their history. And of course, it's Starry that wins it for them. You probably think that this would carry momentum into the next event for the team. And, well, it didn't. Another bottom 2 finish had them residing at 12th. Next event was way better though, as they placed 4th in block pushing, which moved them up to 11th. And despite only getting top half finishes for the next 4 events, they would never move up in the standings. It was very frustrating. Starry even said, quote, "We've been doing pretty average these past events, but they're not bad finishes. It's very frustrating that we haven't even cracked the top 10 yet." So here we are, the Sand Rally event, the last event of 2017. It was announced that Team Galactic would put in Starry, and it wasn't very surprising, as Starry got a bronze in the exact event just a year ago. And she actually had some expectations, because like I said earlier, she hasn't gotten below 4th in her career up to that point, and she was looking to continue that streak. Alright, here we go. We've hyped it up long enough. Now it's time to see the actual race itself. Like I said previously, the Savage Speeders and O'Rangers were the two main teams that had the spotlight going into this event. The other 14 teams were basically playing for the highest possible position, and Team Galactic would be among the best players. But let's start with the first heat. Starry started around the middle, and it's definitely the best starting position, as others have to come in at an angle while she just had to go straight. Let's also recognize that the speeders are in this heat. And after the race, Starry talked about Swifty's emotions, saying, quote, "I've never seen a marble so serious before." Now the start was very good for Starry. She quickly jumped out to the lead and started to stretch it in the early stages, and she ended up leading for the entire race.
Savage Speeders sitting back there 3rd from the end. They need to work their way up into that top 4. That is who advances. It's not so much on pure time in this event.
She was guaranteed a top half finish, which would extend Team Galactic's streak. And here's something important to note. She finished above the Pinkies, who were in 5th. They were leading by 17 going into this event. And because of where they finished, Team Galactic had to get gold to get above them. They wanted the highest possible position, and there it was, just staring at them. He too saw the O'rangers advance to the final, giving them a great chance to win the title. But some more teams continued to fall. Team Momo, who resided at 6th, did not advance. Now the final. They started on the very edge, and like I said before, it usually means you won't be getting the best start. And I was kinda right. She started in 5th right out of the gate. But to Starry, that wasn't enough. Just about 10 seconds later, she fought her way back to 3rd, and all the marbles at this point were very close. The O'rangers ended up taking the lead, and they would hold it for almost the entire race. Almost, though. But Starry began to fall back. This time, only 2 spots to 5th. But once again, they were all so close apart, and they started to all bunch, while the O'rangers kept it clean. Eventually, though, Starry made her way back to 2nd, and now she was eyeing Clementon up front. That gold medal would be huge if they got it, but with only a small portion of the track left, it wasn't looking very likely. But one important thing to remember is to never give up.
Challenge them. Really, at this point, they don't have to win the event to win the Marblelympics. They've got a good enough lead out front, though. It's not going to matter. The finish line is nearly in sight. Will the O'rangers be able to hold? Look at Team Galactic! Look at Team Galactic. They are going to win the race. O'rangers lose the battle but win the war. The O'rangers lose out to Team Galactic right at the end.
That's right. Starry won in one of the most unbelievable finishes in Marble League history. This gold medal not only was a good feeling to end the year, but it also catapulted Team Galactic to 5th overall. To this day, it's their highest ever finish in the Marble League. After winning the gold, Starry expressed how happy she was, saying, quote, "Never think it's over, guys. Take it from me. I took advantage of the O'rangers bumping off the walls, and I won the gold. It's a great moment, and we're so happy that we finished in the top 5. It really is impressive. Although 2017 is remembered for the O'rangers' comeback, we should also recognize this other moment that happened. A moment that left smiles on the faces of thousands upon thousands of Team Galactic fans.